Hi, I am Wolfgang Novogratz. I play Nick in Feel the Beat, and I'm here with J14 Magazine. So I was actually in a gym in Los Angeles at the time, and I started like screaming and like, whoa, and like kind of going crazy. And then I stopped myself and looked around. I was like, oh crap, because everybody was looking at me. And somebody from like who worked there came over and was like, you need to take that outside. And then when I got home, so the movie was originally entitled Tiny Dancers, because all the little girls. And I just seen the Elton John movie, Rocket Man. So that soundtrack was in my head. So I got to my apartment and I played Tiny Dancer like 5 times on repeat. I would say it was the big dance number at the end of the movie as the credits are rolling, because so originally in the script, Nick was not dancing. And then like a week ago in filming, Alyssa, the director, was like, we're gonna do this big dance number and all the characters, this kind of epic like Grease or Fame style, end of credits dance number. So I remember getting a call. I love to dance, but I'd never had like, in a performance with choreography before. So I remember getting a call from an old basketball friend of mine, big, like intimidating guy. And he's like, what are you doing, man? And I'm like, some words I thought I'd never say. I'm walking out of dance rehearsal right now. But also that night was really special because my mom and my youngest brother, who's 11, came to visit us on set. So they got to see us shoot that all night, which was really fun. Just one? Okay. Well, I really like to pull like pranks and practical jokes. I think it's a sign of endearment. So, Sofia and I became really good friends, and we are both avid fans of popcorn. So one day when she was on set, a very kind AD let me into her trailer, and I put bags of popcorn everywhere in her trailer. And I left a note. So the night before, I had shown her this movie, Catch Me If You Can, with Leonardo DiCaprio. So I left her a note and, saying, where the popcorn, I flew in all these popcorns around the world, and signed it Frank Abagnale Jr., which is Leonardo DiCaprio's character in that movie. So for a lot of the kids, it was some of their first ever movie. And Sofia and I really kind of took it upon ourselves to, we wanted it to be the best experience we could for them. So what we did is we organized on our few like off days that we all had the same off day. We organized these fun days. So one day we took all the kids and their parents to this fun park, and everybody brought food, and we had a big cookout, and we were playing like soccer and tag. And then towards the end of shooting, we brought all the kids to like this big arcade, and then by the end of the night, that turned into a big dance party. In between takes, pretty much the dynamic you feel in the movie was kind of how it was in between takes. One thing I would do is, because I wanted to show some of the kids some of, because they kept asking me for like, what dances I would know, or, that I could teach them. And growing up in New York, when I was around their age, like 9 or 10, this huge dance was the chicken noodle soup. So it took a long time, but throughout the shoot, we would constantly keep going over the steps until finally, like, everybody could get it. So Noah's a really good buddy of mine. My first ever movie was this movie, Sierra Burgess is a Loser, and I have a bit part in it. I literally have like 2 or 3 lines, and we really kind of had a nice friendship on set. But then really about a year ago, I reached out to him and said, hey man, let's get some lunch sometime. And we hung out and really just connected on a lot of things. And I asked for a lot of advice about what he was going through and kind of how his life had kind of changed overnight. And he's one of my closest friends in the business, and he's a good friend to have. Be sure to check out Feel the Beat, streaming on Netflix now.